What's going on, dudes? Grace Gnome, and today we're back with another episode of Founders Play, and we're playing Super Mario Makers.
Yup, Super Mario Maker.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be lots of fun.
So, the levels that we're gonna be playing today are a friend of ours, the guy who makes all the thumbnails, and probably is gonna make the thumbnail for this video as well. His name is Jordan.
He will. Jordansky.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had a couple freaking videos with him already.
Oh yeah, we haven't we?
Yeah. Or the guy in Party Plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should know him.
So we're gonna play some of his levels on Super Mario Maker.
Yep, and then we're gonna play my levels a little bit.
Yep, so we'll see all of you over on his levels. Alright, so we made it to Jordan's levels. The first level that we're gonna be playing is called Geeky's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion. You know what's kind of funny about this game in particular?
Yeah?
There's been a lot of theories about that, about many different things in it. But, oh my goodness, don't scare me like that.
What are you looking up over there?
Don't scare me like that,
oh my
Mr.
goodness.
Phone.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there's been a lot of fucking dumb stuff made about this game. There's been also a lot of interesting things.
Oh?
Yeah. One thing was just, it's small and it's easily disprovable, but it's still very interesting to look at. In the original Luigi's Mansion. So, you know Vincent Van Gogh, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the dude that made all the ghosts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's something about, him specifically. At the very end of the game, you know, you go to talk to him, and you've cleared out the mansion pretty much at this point, right?
Yeah.
Except of one ghost, right? Like one ghost, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that ghost is Vince Van Gogh and then King Boo. And once you kick the shit out of all of his creations, right? One last time.
Yeah.
He says to you, even if my shit ends right here, I will live on through my creations, right?
Okay.
But then Luigi tells him, there's only one of your creations left. And Vincent Van Gogh's like, nani? And then Luigi fucking goes, Omae wa mo shinderu, and kills him, and then it's over, right?
Okay.
Wait, looking at that, right? There's only one of your creations left. By that point in the game, there's only, as I said, one ghost left. That's King Boo.
King Boo, King of the Boos?
Yep. So there's the theory that it's possible Vincent's created King Boo. But that's not true, because the creation Luigi was talking about was the treasure chest, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yep. He says only one of your creations is left. He was look straight at Vincent Van Gogh, right? He's looking at him making the fucking treasure chest, right? He knows Vincent made that shit.
Yeah.
He knows he's cleared out the mansion.
Okay.
And he knows Vincent didn't create himself, so it has to be the treasure chest. But it was still an interesting theory to begin with, you know? And Dark Moon. Speaking of that game is neat. But
I've only been like, what, 2/16 of that game?
oh yeah, you were on the second mansion, and you weren't even close to finishing that. You know, there's a lot of cool things about Luigi's Mansion that never gets to the final game.
Really?
Yep.
Like, how much are we talking here?
Like shit that would probably get rated M.
Oh.
Yuppers. Like for instance, alright, in the beta for Luigi's Mansion, we'll start with Luigi's Mansion, right?
Yeah.
Alright, this probably wouldn't get you rated M, but there was some pretty fucked up things, right? So, to start, in the game over of Luigi's Mansion, we all know the infamous game over, right? Mario, there was a limited amount of time you had to save Mario before he presumably died, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and if you ran out of time, Luigi would become immensely depressed, and the mansion would lock him out, and that's pretty much it. But I mean, we don't. The fact Luigi went fucking depressed, I mean, that's kind of fucked up. But
I mean, there's a lot of people out there depressed.
Yeah, I know that, but that's a darker topic to go into.
Okay.
Mario's a bright, happy fucking game. You should.
Very true. I mean, look at this, all the like vibrant colors and things.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, it's never about those types of feelings.
Yeah.
But shockingly enough, a lot of characters in this fucking game, they have some pretty mature fucking conditions, like, I mean, oh wow. Alright, like Peach, she's pretty much already has a map pad. It's one of his only theories, I actually believe. I believe she has bipolar disorder.
Bipolar?
Bipolar. Yep.
Fucking polar. I was not expecting that.
And I do believe Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome? Oh.
Yep, I do believe Stockholm Syndrome. You're gonna have to use the bomb.
Yeah, but like I keep on murdering the bombs. Fuck.
You can't do that, bro. They're your friends. Bombs are your friends. Remember that.
I don't know if I should kick it, if I should not. Okay, yeah, that fucking worked. Go in the hole. Jesus. You dirty little Jew. Go. No, that's not what I wanted. Ah, God, no. I'm having issues here.
Yeah, I can tell.
You! Oh my God,
You're
I'm gonna
probably gonna die.
You. Ah! Okay. Die. Are you? Oh my God.
But going back to what I was saying. The depression, all that good stuff, right? But then there was more stuff, right? There was two other things that were really fucked up about, this fucking shits, right?
Yeah.
So, one of them was, they're both based on ghosts that were originally going to be in the game.
Okay.
One of them is actually in the game's files.
Oh shit, fam.
Yep. The other one was removed completely. And he only is mentioned in the Prima that was released before the game, right?
Okay.
And he was mentioned, and he was going to be in the game, but, they removed him because obvious reasons that I'll go over, right? This was probably what was...
not, right?
This would probably be what would give the fucking game M. Alright, so the first one was just kind of creepy, It's a ghost with slender legs and arms, right? A stalky body, and no head.
No head.
No head.
No head.
No head. And I can't show them how it looks, but it would have no legs pretty much. It's just it's like a pile of slime as its legs, right?
Is there any pictures of it?
Yeah. There's pictures.
Oh shit.
Plenty, actually. You can probably put one up on the screen. I'll show you it later on, right?
Yeah.
And then fuck. And anyway, it would take its freaking arms and reach out in attempts to like grasp you like this, like
okay,
like
yeah,
scissors almost, right?
Yeah. Oh my Christ.
And the model that's left over in the game, it would reach around Luigi's torso.
Okay.
So we don't know what that thing would do, but it's probably not very kind.
No, it's probably not very safe either.
Yeah, probably not. And then finally, the ghost that would get it M, right? He's mentioned in the little fucking Prima thing, like I said, right? And what he would do was he would...
Oh, you bastard. You bastard.
He was in the taxidermy room, is what it used to be called, right?
Yeah. Ah!
And we all know what taxidermy is, right?
Yeah, it's like the kind of like a Whoa, Jesus fuck.
Oh, you're
Holy
dead.
shit, fam. This is
You're
where
dead.
my journey ends.
Yep.
Ah, damn it.
You need a junior.
Yeah.
And so... taxidermy is basically the act of beheading animals and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then using them as stuffing them and using them as trophies or pictures on the wall and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, and trinkets and stuff.
Yeah, like you could take a bear, remove all of its insides, and then use its fur as a carpet.
Yeah.
you know, things like that.
Sounds
That's
comfy.
taxidermy. And the taxidermy room, its name was changed to the safari room, right?
Oh, okay, I know what we're talking about now.
With all the taxidermy. It was originally a taxidermy room in Japanese, right? But then they changed it to the safari room. And in the taxidermy room, there was going to be a ghost that had a little fucking shanky knife. And
Shanky knife.
if he caught you, he was going to behead Luigi. And he was going, in the game over, specifically for that boss fight, was going to be Luigi's head on the wall.
Oh shit, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but that's a little fucked up for a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Okay, Nintendo, they'll do that shit. Alright, but that was removed, of course. Dark Moon, though. That game. Jesus. People really underestimate Dark Moon, okay? Because Dark Moon, it's not as scary as the original, right?
Okay.
Because
damn it.
You know, it's the pathway's open. You didn't have to do that, right?
I know, but I wanted to make it bigger.
There was no point.
I wanted to make the hole bigger.
There was no point in that.
It would make me feel better.
There was no point.
Okay.
Alright, but anyway. I don't understand why you do that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So, because it doesn't have atmosphere like the other games, right?
Yeah.
The other game. But, by far, Dark Moon, I would actually say that game is worse.
Worse than the first one?
Yeah. Alright, the only thing the first one had on Dark Moon was atmosphere, like I said, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh, Jesus Christ.
even then, there are points in Dark Moon that have much better atmosphere. But, I mean, it's true when they say there's not too many.
Oh, fucking yeah. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Anyway.
Keep going, I'm good.
Okay. Well, anyway, lost my train of thought.
Bitch ass.
Just leave, bro. There's no point in finding him. Just
I
go up.
can't leave.
Go up.
Up.
Look, the freaking arrow. Oh my god, you were
shit.
supposed to keep that.
I hit the wrong one.
It's gonna die.
No, it's good. It's not gonna die.
Okay.
Do I go through here?
No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I feel like it's the right way to go. Actually.
You're being more difficult than you need.
Where do I need to go?
Go to the right.
I'm going to the right. Oh. I knew that. It's okay.
Sure you did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I swear if I would
I would have laughed.
If I would have died.
I would have laughed. You know, that's the type of thing I would do. I'd put the pipe right next to the flag. And have a pit right there. So that way, if you're so relaxed, you're like, oh, I'm saved. And you're just not doing anything, you just go, oh, die.
That would be kind of funny to be quite honest.
That would be hilarious. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. Like, for instance, in the beginning of the game, they have this one area in the Gloomy Manor, right?
Okay.
And this is still in the game. Where you look through the fucking window, right? And you see the two greenies fucking around, right? With the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the greenie, one of the greenies like, beep, beep, he's driving the car, he's like, and then the other greenie's going inside the fucking engine, right?
Yeah.
And he pops back out. He has got the goddamn green light bulb, right? Well, that green light bulb's part of the poltergeist, of course. This is the strobe bulb. And then, he's like, let's go play ball. When they leave, some music starts playing, right? And I'll show you the music, so maybe you can play it, like, right here. Like, let's just, give him a little bit of silence right here. So yeah, that's pretty. All right, that sounds like a fucking theme out of a horror game, like legit horror game, right? And that plays in Dark Moon. And then even better is once you get inside the Gloomy Manor, that plays.
God, jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
And that's like right when you enter it, right? And everything is like dark and And what's even better is if you look at the knight armor, it's watching you while that theme plays, right?
I've never noticed that, to be quite honest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well it's because it quickly changes.
You bastard.
You know, the setting on the game quickly changes. It doesn't stay like that for very long. And then it has other moments that are similar to that. Like, it has another theme. That one that just played was like the garage is what it's called. Another one is called, I think, the graveyard. And that plays, of course, when you're outside. And it's not as scary as the other one in my opinion, but it's still pretty nerve-wracking when it does play. And it's not really as bad as the other one though.
I gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, but those are elements still in the game, right? Like King Boo, he's batshit insane compared to the first game, right? All right, wow, all right. Not only that, but the storytelling of the Dark Moon and the what's even better is it does actually have some atmosphere, like near the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like once, alright, you get this big reveal, right? You as the player know since the beginning that King Boo's doing this, right?
Yeah.
But the characters in the game don't. This is a literary device, right? And what they're using is the characters aren't scared of King Boo because they don't know about him yet. You as the player know full well of what the characters don't know. So it's much more nerve-wracking for you.
Yeah.
That's what's nice to enjoy whenever you're playing that game first through, right? I was honestly really fucking lucky to play Dark Moon on my own without any spoilers, alright? Because that game was amazing. Alright, and by the end of the game, I don't think you ever got to see this.
No.
King Boo has a jump scare. 2 jump scares. And one of them is towards the player, and the other one is technically towards the player, but it's directed towards the characters, right?
Okay.
And the first one is when you enter the treacherous mansion, right? It's not, it's Luigi doesn't know about King Boo right now. And so when he opens up the door, right? And he shines his light in, he doesn't see anything because King Boo's using some magic to make the mansion completely dark.
Yeah, so you can't see shit.
Yeah. And so he pulls out his flashlight and he's concerned, you know? And he looks around, right? And he doesn't see anything. But then as he turns around to look towards the camera, alright, and look around himself, he flashes the flashlight towards the camera, which blinds the player, and then as the flash of the light blinds the camera, once he turns the flashlight away, King Boo's there. Behind him.
Yeah, no, I think I saw that.
Yeah, and the music instantly starts like and then King Boo just floats away. And that's it's not meant as a jump scare for Luigi, obviously. Luigi doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
He doesn't even notice King Boo. He notices a strange purple light, turns around, sees nothing, he's like, okay. It's meant to scare you.
What the Jesus Christ?
And that scared you more than King Boo's jump scare. No. But it is effective. It is effective. Because, I mean, normally you don't expect that too much, especially, you know, I mean...
Especially, I think you wouldn't expect it in a Nintendo game.
Yeah, I mean, like, and it's kind of funny because King Boo's expression towards Luigi in that fucking little jump scare...
It looks like he wants to eat him.
He looks fucking horrifying, yeah, okay, what King Boo has is called the slasher smile. And he wears that same fucking slasher smile throughout the whole game. So it's pretty unnerving. Alright. And with him looking at Luigi, right? Slasher smile, sunken down eyes. He's just looking at Luigi, right? If you think about it really hard, if that wasn't like a cozy little Nintendo game, and wasn't like hidden under those little pretty aesthetics, that would be some pretty fucking good horror game material, right?
That'd be scary.
It'd be scary as shit. Definitely.
Could you imagine like playing that in VR and turning around and seeing that?
Seeing King Boo in your face with his fucking slasher smile.
That'd be some shit. Oh my goodness.
That'd be fucking amazing, alright? And then later on, something similar happens. It's actually a jump scare towards the player and the characters this time, right?
Yeah.
And it's whenever you get the security camera image back from the Toad in Treacherous Mansion. The Toads in Treacherous Mansion. And when they give it to you, all the other times that you get it, there's this nice little music and the remix from the first Luigi Mansion game, right?
Fuck. Oh, god damn it. Yeah.
R.I.P. And it plays during all those cameras. And it's cool. I like it. It's good little music. It's nice to explore the freaking pictures too. It makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel like you're safe. During the last security image, that doesn't play. It's dead silence.
Well, I love dead silence.
And during that last security image, you check in the train exhibit of the Treacherous Mansion. And immediately you can see, out of the camera's little view, there's a giant fucking boob. Alright? And if you turn to the right, it automatically activates a cutscene, which is the jump scare.
Yeah.
But,
oh my Christ.
Oh boy.
Jeebus.
But if you search around and stuff, right, as nothing really happens. But then if you look at King Boo, right, and then the camera will zoom in on him, and then EGAD will be like, "Is that?" And then he's cut off, right? With King Boo in a picture, mind you, turning around instantly, right?
Okay.
And
fuck you.
Flying at the camera, laughing and huge ass eyes, slasher smile, and all that good shit, right?
Yeah.
And then as he's doing it, it goes Slender Man style, and the freaking camera starts dying.
I like that sound.
Yeah, here we'll put a little video of it. Bam. Alright, and so that is pretty good shit, right? And that's why I say people underestimate Dark Moon a lot. Even with its stuff that made it into the final game, between King Boo, the music, some of the settings, and honestly some of the freaking story in there, you know, it's pretty fucked up. Alright, like, and then some of the beta elements. Oh boy, alright.
Are you about to go over the beta elements?
Of Dark Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Save that for next week. So, cause look at the time. It's like 25. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see all of you next week.
Alrighty.
Laters.
Bye-bye.